tweaked a few settings. What the fuck? Oh, the fucking music. Tweaked a few settings, so we'll see how this kind of sounds and works. Try something else real quick. There's Mick. What's up, buddy? Thank you for stopping by. Figured I'd fire up a quick one. I got a little, well, actually, like 4.5 hours postponed. Tried to do something secretive that didn't work out. No one ever showed. Open night crew is starting to wake up any minute. I might turn the music on, they yell at me, so. Apache said that he should be waking up. He was just finishing up some stuff. Oh, did he even stream today? I was really hoping that she would stream Ladies Night. I don't know if she was involved or not. No, it's super awesome for her to share it. Maybe my link was a little goofy. I think her and B are going to be super nice and allow me to have a command over there to kind of let people know the shenanigans we get into. Try to carry on the torch. So oh, she did in her Discord. Gotcha. Okay, that's awesome. Awesome. I haven't got over to B's either to toss it in there, but yeah, it's exciting to get back to it. I used to stream quite a bit back in the day on Twitch, but that was the old Call of Duty days and stuff like that. Oh. Apache's a liar. Let's see here. Dude, it's still standing strong. And I'm knocking on wood, you know. I wish I was streaming earlier because it was fucking going crazy. Uh, First I got spooked because Sphere and Geno has been gassed in fucking forever. And it's been getting hit crazily lately, which is literally just on the other side of the hill from us. So it was super loud. And then right after that, there was just tons of explosions going off, which I can only guess would be BMR. So the whole neighborhood was going wild. Just got off the community service. Oh, so are you actually playing on Doug? Be all the way to the northwest. Like, I've found DMR mags in some of the stupidest places. Like, I think normally I find them at found them at the little military checkpoint roadblock thing going to Novi Lug. Um, the Humvee in Novi Lug. Uh, and another checkpoint somewhere just on the other side of like the Men of the North base. I don't even know what the town's called. Kinda wanna try this thing out. Oh, gotcha. I almost got excited. I was like, look, I got a DMR mag sitting there. No, just another Vicar mag. So I guess let's do this number real quick. My lock back on. So what is it like playing on console? I don't know if you've ever played PC, but is it just sweaty kids on there, or any decent servers or anything like that? Dude, Diana was in here last night. She was my first person in, and she was saying the same thing. She was telling me that she's never played video games. She plays one little online game, but she just enjoys the Doug content so much because of, you know, the emotion and everything that it brings out, like you said, the soap opera. Yeah, I bet. Like, I thought about it. I was like, I think I technically do own it on PlayStation. I just never tried it. Oh yeah, 100%. Because they don't really have community ones, right? Isn't it all official style servers? Or I know that they don't have the crazy customized maps. Oh shit, my bad. Thank you. I'm so focused on grabbing water. Because it's kind of similar to like the whole for us, you know, the normal DayZ launcher. To me, it fucking absolutely blows. The fact that there's a third party one, the DZSA one, has so much more information and it's just so much better. Like, it's easier to find things. You can put in different criterias. It's easier to just edit all your stuff. You can change your in-game name and everything there. Yeah, fair enough. When you try to recreate the wheel too many times, eventually the wheel doesn't fucking roll anymore. Oh yeah, I did bring home sheet metal last night. That's why they call PC the master race. It legit. It's so much better on so many different games. Roscoe's poem. Got you, buddy. Sorry, I take a bath really real quick. Let's see, people are still using it.
I'm doing a flower showing with them. And then I have alternative solutions. I'll only pick something up if it's the right price. At least I have. I might pick up a whole one for the right price, so I'll try to line a couple tomorrow. Monday.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm about to add alternative solutions to this. Did we ever send them a sample?
I'm not sure. Maybe I did on that one list of 7 that I didn't make. That I didn't make.
It was one of those days when I had the circular with.
Sorry, one sec. Just gotta get back into the base. Claims to be vanilla loot technically, and it's pretty close, but it has enhanced stamina, not infinite. Hell, a lot of POI. Yeah, there is one thing I do enjoy. So if I'm goofing around on one of those crazy fucking servers, first off, it better be like a fucking Star Wars one or something like that. The infinite stamina and stuff like that, to not have to worry, like infinite run stamina. Right? I understand boxing. I'm not mad at it, but some of these other servers where they just do some of this crazy shit, I'm like, dude, there's nothing to do at this point. You have no surviving whatsoever. But a map with a lot of POI, that's always a bonus. Gives you incentive to move around. Alright, that should be safe. There we go. What do I even have? I'm trying to think if I have a map. Oh, yeah. Like, to me, our map is funny when it comes to the whole POI thing. It's like everyone is either, right down here on the southern border area, or they're up in the northeast corner, and then there's a little bit northwest, but nothing really in between. Which doesn't mean there's no groups or anything like that. So it's like those are all the gray areas of, should I go there? Should I not? And me being me, I just fucking walk and talk, and I met some groups like I forget some of the names, but I think I was somewhere definitely outside of Grishino. Yeah, Zuprudo Noi, whatever that fucking thing is over there, just off the train tracks. Fucking ran into like cannibals. They were fucking terrifying. And I think only one of them spoke English. So it was pretty interesting interaction for sure. Sounds like Apache's still working right now, but he should potentially be waking up. Luckily, I don't think there's many sheep to count. Let me get out my back door. Chicken. Yeah, so I'm thinking probably we'll see if he gets up or not. But I would like to potentially run up to BMR. Yeah. What's up, Tories? You know how long it's been since I've done a snare trap? But I was like, or in my head, like, I should go fishing because there is nothing around here right now. I was like, oh wait, there's something we can do. It's kind of like the whole Novi lug bit. Just over the yonder over there. Used to be a field, and on the map it still shows as a field. Now it's just a full populated fucking town. Grab food out front. Yeah, no, that when they got like, sure, I understand rabbits, right? Like, a pelt off a rabbit, you're not going to be able to do anything. But they should have at least still even made it to where you could get like 1 or 2 leather, because realistically, if you sprawl out a fox, it'd be like a normal piece of leather. Like, look at how these things are stitched together. That's clearly more leather on a fox than that little triangle bit that they're using for these. So it's like, maybe if they would have switched it to where it's just you get leather pieces and then you got to sew leather pieces together to make leather, something like that. But yeah, the nerf definitely sucked. Alright. So I was losing track. One sec. Still getting annoyed that I can't get my fucking stream deck to work. I'll figure it out though. I'm gonna just give him reasoning instead. I don't know what the reasoning is because it's not like anyone has a fucking leather empire. It's a. Why would you put like fucking non-movable barrels across the lands for people to go out there to go tan leather? Are all my drivers up to date? I think the last one just pulled in. Sorry, I'm monitoring that. So I am a little spitballed there a little bit, or not spitballed. I don't even fucking know. It's been a long day, man. I have spent hours pretty much just sitting here pacing the place waiting for someone to come have a meeting with me. That should have been 5 hours ago and they never fucking showed. So I'm getting a little stir crazy. So that's what's like, maybe I go on a little adventure. I can toss those in. Chuck that in there for now. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. Maybe in here and there. We're loaded. Yes. That's leather. Go and beep it up. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, leather, in my opinion, is only good for those and then making the big backpacks out of. So it's not anything game-breaking. Shut up out there. But yeah, just now it's leaving all that waste out there in a murder pile. Like, we can't do anything with it. Yeah. But then also, what I was reading is that they're trying to figure out the total number when it comes to shelters per base per player. Um, because some people I've seen some craziness where they have like fucking 20 things, like, or 20 shelters, and I'm like, dude, that's ridiculous. Like, organize and start burning things. But yeah, I'm also with that. That's why I spent so much time base bitching. Then it was to the point where I was like, about to do all the notes. Like, this is what goes there. This is what goes there. These ones are pretty dialed in, minus the garden lime, but Violet really wanted it inside for that bag, so I just left it. Out there, I had an idea of almost making like personal tents where instead of having everyone's PID sprawled about everywhere, either A, you bury it, or B, you know, this is so and so and so and so's. Yeah, no, true. Because then to flip that off, uh, oh yeah, there's so many groups that have fucking a million actual tents, and it's like I found one in the wild once. Uh, our guest from last night came by trying to offer him to me, but I was like, I'm not signing over any kind of deal. But it's like, if they're gonna put the claim on the shelter, they need to do, like you said, they need to do the same thing on the fucking tents. Especially all the guys in fucking castles, their whole roofs are just lined with them. When I saw fucking Green Mountain has, I think, 4 large military tents on their roof, I was like, what the fuck?
Yo,
What up?
what up?
You just sneak into Discord? Oh,
What was
yeah,
that?
yeah. Yeah, I was just making sure you were in the Discord, because I was like, where'd you go? Streaming right now.
Oh.
And then back to Mick. That's a soft subject, right? We're trying to figure out the exact plan on how we're gonna do what we're gonna do, when we're gonna do it. Um, I think the consensus is that we have our funeral first, um, and then what I've been kind of doing is going around and talking to people I can trust and groups I can trust, and then kind of see where their heads are, because clearly Blackthorn has made an enemy with the entire fucking everyone minus the cult and probably Dark as Midnight. So yeah, like what Torres is saying. Uh, we move in silence. Things are coming. You'll see them eventually, but we've got other things that we're doing right this second just to try to make things easier. Let me do this. Find some ammo. That ought to do. Uh, no, I haven't done any like chat configuration, right? So this is just my second little one. It's small enough to where I'm just kind of monitoring, but I'm slowly gonna work on the mods to add into it. Um, and then eventually, go from there. Same with like I've got my brother is gonna be recording a couple songs, so I'll have actual legit music and everything done by him. I've got another buddy that's doing graphic design work that he's gonna create better overlays. I just did a quick fucking generated one. It actually turned out pretty okay, minus like the font and stuff. Not a big fan of it, but it's getting the job done. Um, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Trial and error. Gotta get the first few out of the way. Next is like thumbnails and stuff like that, which we'll get there. I also keep telling myself I need to remember to take better or more screenshots. In due time, it'll come, Mick. But the flip of that is, there's already people over there doing exactly that. From passerbys saying that they've been down there and popped shots, but the flip of it is, it's like everyone in the group seems to be defecting, and that's fucking scary. The reason I'm saying that is they're gonna sound like a better version of a crackhead and try to weasel into groups, and who's to say they're not fucking cultists at this point? Oh shit, yeah. No, it's my stepbrother. That's his whole thing is like graphic design and stuff like that. So have him get a better logo and everything, which mine's already a custom one that I've had. But the funny bit is both Rust and DayZ, they both have bears in them. So that little graphic on mine is the Pookie Bear from Rust, which is for comfort, and then this one's the Brian Bear. Yeah, we're definitely missing some of our group and everything like that, but also it's just more to figure out. Oh, I did have some on me. Oh well, whatever. It's also to figure out everyone else's intentions, right? Because if we went to go sneak over there and say someone like 506 was there already camping doors and watching and shooting and everything like that, they're just going to shoot us. So we just made that trek all the way down there for no reason. So I'm trusting the community more than anything to come together to start raining hell, but we're just coming up with some plans on the inside to kind of see either A, how we do exactly that, or how we contribute. Time will tell on that one. But we definitely need to get everyone home first. Yeah, there's also that too, Torres, right? So it's a double-edged sword. So it's like we could go down there just guns blazing and sit there and do all that. The flip of it is we could sit down there for days on end and nothing happens. Or we get rolled by another group. But yeah, actions need to be taken. That's why we need to kind of get a game plan. Or a little bit better of a game plan. I guess I gotta go in this one door. 506, like, I've never interacted with, but maybe one or two. But all the stories I hear, like, they are very fucking odd. To just go full biblical, like, at a time like this, but, like, when I hear the rules of you can't drink from a well with your bare hands, it has to be a bottle, yada yada, I'm like, I'm dying on the inside. I'm like, dude, come on. Oh, damn it, Apache. It's okay. I forgive you. I've never encountered a cultist. I have shot and killed one, shot and never confirmed a second. But no, I've never had. Well, sorry, I've encountered them also when fucking Vici came to our front gate. When shot up Dan and everything. And Apache. But when it comes to being out in the wild and being fucking abducted and going through any of that ritual stuff, no. Never happened. But we're gonna test my theory. And my theory is that the cult uses meta, and that's how they They get people. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we had that bad plague at Night Crew where we were just fucking constantly getting them in their alter egos and in, I couldn't tell their robes kind of thing, but in their character kind of thing. And it was just kind of nonstop. Alright, it is 10:30, so... Trying to think... What's the best smart move? I am curious about what's up there. There was just gunshots, though. Doesn't mean I can't go join. But I can't really afford going back to the coast unless I get a nice Svet spawn to get back. Too much stuff in my pockets. Let me check on the household. Yeah, the first actual cult that I saw, you know the big hill that you run up from E.S.T. going right towards BMR, where they snipe from and everything. I happened to be coming back from E.S.T. checking the med tents or something. Which maybe I could go do that, but... yeah, I saw a guy, and he had the robe bottom and like a crazy head wrap on. But I managed to... He stopped for 1 second, I just put a bullet in his fucking head, went over and double tapped him. I think it was featured in a video before we hit it. Not a cult video. But I do have other intel that there was another group using that. I just realized I was standing with my head to the back of a window. That's interesting. I haven't seen anything per se about it. And then, no, I agree with you, Torres. It was more of a joke, right? It seems like anyone that streams happens to have, like, the big run-ins. You know, Delilah was live when she was abducted, so it's like they want the audience. So we'll see if I randomly get abducted now that I'm broadcasting myself out to everyone. I still wish Hugs would have let me keep that note. Call video featuring Vici. I haven't seen anything new from them. Interesting. I might have to check the page and just see, just for shits and gigs. That's what I was after earlier. Why is there always hose? Older video by Patty. Mostly older 506 videos. Can you imagine the 506 being behind the fucking cult? And how does... Vici actually spells it V-I-C-I. Yeah, that's how it is spelled. We've got side notes from them that way too. Dude, no. Let's focus on you now. Don't focus on your next character. Focus on your alt. It's too soon for Taurus to fucking go. Also, I never ask her anything like that. Since I know you both, I don't know if you want your name spoiled or anything like in a stream. Because I can still refer to you as Dinnan. I just didn't know if there was a preference. Hello? Anyone home? Not a good sign. Seeing a bag on the ground. I'm just gonna proactively. Anyone here? Oh, I just put my gun away. I'm an idiot. See, I've got plenty of like random names and everything like that. So that's why like I look forward to the opportunity to whitelist so I could alt something and play something totally entirely different. But it all comes down to what you think your next persona is going to be, and that's kind of where I'm at. Mick, I think you can post a link in here. I don't care if you do or not. If not, I think we both have B's Discord, so I can take a peek there. And I would say it's not meta if it's not used in game, right? Where it's just like an informational thing. You know, the same with live streams, right? You can learn stuff, but you just can't take it in character, in game. Stepped in and it was originally D&D character. Dinnan would be a unique one. Like I found it funny that there's another Roscoe out there. What from the Woodsman? Actually, here he is right here, and he's a big crossbow enthusiast. And I was like, two crossbow enthusiast Roscoes. Ben said he left a note here. Guess not. I just remembered that other person's name from the other night. It was Abe, because there's a million fucking Abes. Because I was like, oh, are you the one who keeps coming over as a journalist wanting a story? Nope. These are old. Take an extra piece of metal wire. Pristine metal wire. The jungle bug. Maybe take that. I don't think we need another cooking stove set up. I think we have the jungle bug. Be my guess. almost want to take the... I could make the bag fit in my bag. That just means I don't have to craft one. Yep. This is how lazy I am. Feeling. You've seen 3 Roscoes, yeah. Now, when he first started his, when B first started the whole Roscoe bit, all I could do was laugh. Like, you know, for the character build and everything of, you know, his whole shy and this, that, the other and whatnot. And, and I told him, you know, I used to have a Chewini, and his name was Roscoe Buffington. And it was try to encourage him to stand strong, because he was just terrified of everything. But he'd bark a big bark, but he was just terrified. And then we had his brother, who I named Arnold Steelflex. So Roscoe and Arnie. You know, for my first tune, right, everyone's always just called me Beer from every game, but when I started thinking about it, like, it is not unique, it is cookie cutter, but it's not, you know, I'm not calling myself T-Rex. That's a little much. So I figured, and it's had pretty good perception from some people. I was like, oh yeah, I love Beer. I'm like, yeah, you'll always love me. So I'm liking it so far. I'm just trying to... I'm in a RP lull of the way I'm perceiving all this information, you know, losing Roscoe and Delilah, and which way to go. So it's like, do I get back into kind of where I left off, more politicking, trying to, you know, rally the troops to, you know, literally siege a castle, you know, or do I just kind of just start shooting people I don't fucking know? Crackhead comes up like, hey, you got a piece of food? BAM! But the flip of all that, and I had a conversation with Benjamin about it too, is like, you know, there was a gunfight literally right outside the woods from us, and I could have easily peeked out the window and shot one or both, but that'd bring it all back to the group. And I don't want my actions for doing something dumb to hurt the group. It's just kind of weird. So, Beer's storyline is still new. But now it's kind of like a weird clean slate to kind of figure out which way I'm gonna push it. And as I was goofing around earlier, oh yeah, I was with Skip in his stream. Beer is starting to become more Americanized because I'm fucking talking. I'm sick and tired of fucking talking like this, bud. It just fucking gets on my nerves sometimes, because then I start fucking talking like it, you know, out of character. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not Canadian. So I figured I could just still slide the boots and sorries and A's, but... And I think there's a time and a place for it, you know. Especially if it's someone I know, then sure, I'll flip the light switch on. One sec. Yeah, definitely toss it in there. I'll happily take a look at it. I am interested. So I got this big old bag, which I could technically, yeah, I could bury it there. So we'll just leave it out here. Let's get all the way in. Alright. Alright, so you tossed in bees. Alright, yeah, I'll definitely go take a look at that once the stream ends. Which realistically probably be in the next like 30 minutes or so, unless I can find a fun little activity. So it's like a fever dream. Yeah, there's quite a few of those I've found. I went back and I watched a bunch of the old, like, actual, like, Cult of Papa fucking videos from the Cult's, like, YouTube one from, like, 7, 8, 9 years ago. It's so crazy. Like, there was no audio or anything on some of the old ones. It's more like a weird ad for them kind of thing. But it's like, I can only imagine how much that RP has grown over the past, like, decade of them. And how sadistic and crazy they are now, because watching it back in the day, it just seemed like they used to just literally, like, fuck with people, tie them up, and then just, like, beat them with baseball bats. None of this, like, death with 1,000 cuts and broadcasting or anything. Like, I would love to talk to, like, one of the founders of the group at a character. I don't know if the Doug podcast one has done that. I know the one that he did with Waldorf or Toronto is fucking phenomenal. So I'm curious to go down that rabbit hole and see if maybe DayZ Underground's actually done an interview with the cult, cause that'd be awesome. That's a first for me to get fucking 3 duds. Well, I don't think any of them are technically alive, but for me to, and I'll say out of character actually, right? Since I'm just talking to you guys, from what you watch from some of those videos, is you'll see the person's name, multiple times attached to multiple characters. So it's like Vici was probably Akeem the Destroyer and all these things prior, right? So they die, they got to come up with a new persona. It's still the same person. They just got to switch it up on how they do it and a different tactic or whatever. So that's kind of what I was thinking after watching multiple of those in a weird little rabbit hole I went. And yeah, 100% it's used to keep stories evolving. Like they're as old as anything here. So it's like if they switch it up, they go dormant a little bit, they go crazy. Um, oh, you mean the out of character plays? Yeah, I don't know. It would be cool, even just to talk to one of them. Because like it's chef's kiss in my opinion for them. Like they do a fucking phenomenal job with what they do. I hate them for it. Um, but at the end of the day, their RP is some top tier RP. Yeah, I've always said it's Matt. I am curious though if that lore is actually available and the answer is there. It'd just be funny to know. Okay, then yeah, don't do it. If it'll ruin it by any chance, don't do it. Let me find out. Like, look at this. We've got tapes and tapes and tapes, and I wish I could tell you that all these were just copies of Smiley Rhino, but a lot of these. So I think this one's more music. Oh, there's Back in Black Part 2. So all of these are just cult lore and the things that had happened. Um, yeah, fair enough, but it's meta if you enact in game, right? So if you take any information you learn anyone else without you being there, so especially watching a stream or old YouTube videos like what I was doing, right? This is just me talking. Now beer has no fucking clue about those old videos and what they used to look like or anything like that. Right? I still think they're just fucking weirdos wearing dresses. And they're things. They're not fucking people. You've got clowns, you've got humans, and you got things. They are things. And you got Darkest Midnight. They're them. But no, like I said, to me, it's just a big bravo to them for how long the lore has been going, and by the looks of it, how much it has potentially changed from at least the old way of looking at it. Because like what Dinan was saying, like they bring a fucking dynamic to it. It's epic, and I'll even tell you it is somewhat fucking it's borderline scary too. Because I'm like, fuck, dude, like you got to think how crazy it is that it's like the clowns. I give the clowns such fucking props for their RP. Like the fact that they can stay in character and entertain and do all that. Like I've always goofed around with my Newport, persona, which is hey, anyone got any other cigarettes? I've been fucking fiending for one, please. I couldn't do that for hours on end. I can do it for a while, sure. But like boom boom fucking chef's kiss. Lazy same thing. Worm. Like hello. Not a fucking chance I could do that for long. So same with the cult. Be all fucking creepy and I can't even do their fucking creepy laugh. They're nuts. I give it to them. Dude, dog is a whole different animal. That's why I've fallen in love with it so much. Like, I'd be curious. I'd have to go look at my analytics kind of thing to see how much I've played, per week and this, that, the other, um, in the past couple months. I guess actually since officially joining Host. right? I came out of retirement when B first started playing Doug, and he kind of hinted in the chat like, "Yeah, it'd be cool to get some of you guys to potentially be on here and whatever." And I was like, "Dude, all right, did enough chili cold days. Let's do it." So I had to update everything, and then went down the rabbit hole, found the password, and then eventually joined up. But since then, I've had so much fun over here because I'm coming off a big old Rust hiatus. I played. We were just talking about it earlier. I've got almost 10,000 hours in Rust. I've been playing it for years. And so I'm playing Rust, watching DayZ, which happened to be B, as always. I was like, I could use a refresher. He is offering. Let's go figure out how to RP on DayZ. Because I can RP on Rust and GTA and some of these others. So it's been a fun experience. Because Doug is unlike anything else. And I think it's because of the lore that's been built into it. You know, the fact that it's been 10 years strong of and players that have been in these lands for almost that. Like Beer, not a fan of Felix, right? He's his little puppy dog, keeps him close. Um, but me, like the guy's been around. He fucking yaps, which I love, cause I yap. But same with like I'd say like him, Greenie, Natasha, like all of them I talk to, and they're telling me the times of fucking 15 storms ago and stuff. I'm like, holy shit. You'd think the clowns have one fake female using a voice changer that nobody knows about. Yeah, it's probably Worm. Funny enough, Gary's last day. Um, I don't know if you've watched anything from. Oh yeah, he's my favorite Power Ranger. But I don't know if you've ever watched anything from. I think Mellow Coffee 84. I think is his Discord tag. I think he's with New Belota. But he did a little film thing, and it was the day that I'd been talking about when I went from here to go save Gary at the House of Hope, and I went over there just completely naked, kind of thing, with just boots on, and grabbed like shirts and everything. So by the time Worm got there, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But the meantime, while he was running from EST, and it's just me and Gary and Jacob, my favorite cultist crackhead, I'm on the radio and I'm mimicking Worm, and little something the whole time was backing me up, like, "Yeah, tell him, Worm." Like, no, because I was just like in like pretty good impression of him for his voice and everything, of just fuck all humans and stuff like that. Um, oh no, Bean is not a dude whatsoever. I've heard her out of character and everything like that. Uh, Easy confirmation to nip that one is go back to E's last girl night stream. That was one of the other ones where she's talking out of character in the Discord with everyone the whole time. But she slipped up in front of me once. Like a weirdo just fucking standing here doing nothing. Now let's put that back on. Holy shit, your eyes adjust so much when you change the fucking colors. I was hiding the green ones because I figured fucking someone that was supposed to come over would have saw me wear them, they would have took them. Yeah, no. It, there's some other questionable ones. One of the most notable ones, like, you've watched Rusty. Ella, like, to me is clearly a fucking dude. Which, hats off. Like, hats off. Love it. Dude, you can't play without glasses, period. Like, just taking these off, like, everything is so fucking whitewashed, and then let alone, like, doesn't get sunlight through this. When you get, like, the God rays and everything. So it's like, okay, here's all the green. Then we switch to a blue filter. So much better. Then we go to green. So much better. Now that I'm looking at that, feel like the green washes the green more. Yeah, Ella is Papa. Yeah, it's literally like having your own like fucking blue light blocker. Now that I've been wearing these for so long, I might almost switch to the blue for a bit, but probably shouldn't. Get used to this. This one brightens up at dark. That's what I kind of like, but it does kind of mesh the grass together. Oh yeah, especially the whole summer mod thing. Like it's fucked so many things. Like sure, I like the additions of all these little flowers here and about, but they don't clump right, and it just throws things off. They move a little bit differently, like when the wind's blowing. So many little things, but yeah, from shade to light to like, and I feel like it's more of like an organic shade versus an artificial shade. So like if I'm in, say an overhang in the barn, the shade's different than under the tree, which there wouldn't be anything, but dude, Lug's gonna be sick. I am hyped for Lug. Take me back to my stomping grounds. I'll become the king of Colin Brody. No, I think he's up the same alley as me. You gotta butter her up just like I butter up Apache. So when Apache decides to become Papa and take over the world, he doesn't sacrifice me as crazy as he does everyone else. Anything else? Nope. Livonia is just like, it's hard at first for navigation. It's like how I'm struggling with Chernarus. Like Chernarus is, it's so much bigger. Um, Livonia to me was easier to figure out north and south. Um, and then, instead of like following the coast, the river runs through. So the river's the easiest way to guide through it and everything like that. And then you kind of know which side the river's what. Um, but just the sparsity of the towns is closer than some of Chernarus, but also it's like everything's almost equally apart. So it's not like I put my fucking map away. I did. I'll just explain it. Like the difference between like how Severigrad and Sverangino both blend together. There'd be a break on Livonia and be slid over just a little bit. Not by much, but it's those little things that kind of make it a little bit easier to figure out exactly where's what. And then they have all the secluded towns and stuff like that. Colin Brody's all the way up north. Small little town. So it's like the south is normally where things pop off, like Toplin, Grabbin, those kind of things. But it's so much easier to walk blindlessly in Livonia and bump into somewhere that benefits you than it is here. And this is disregarding Doug entirely. So it's, not blindly walking through Gorka and getting fucking skinned alive kind of thing. It's just more of, you never know what you're going to go, like if I were to walk here and walk directly that way, I'm going to hit all these different trees and I'm going to be fucking all around. So it's like, the last time I went to Novi Lug, I ended up in Gorka with Dan and Violet. I got too fucking distracted by fucking hunting stands. But no, I'm a big Livonia guy. Love it. And then the other slept on one is Deer Isle. Deer Isle is another one of my favorites. It's a lot of water and everything, but it's a well done map. So when they're coming out saying that they're gonna produce a 50-kilometer fucking map and it's all gonna be desert, I was like, dude, get fucking bent. I'll never play it. I won't even buy the DLC at that point. Takastana's ass. I was hoping that they were gonna reinvent Deer Isle and make it official. Here's a good one. I gotta use the little boy's room. But give you some entertainment while we wait, instead of doing the be right back screen. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, I'm not a fan of DRL. I think there's only like certain compounds that I had that issue with, but like I said, it was just easy to navigate for me to know which island was what, where the main cities were and stuff like that, but I always had fun. Also, I spent a lot of time RPing on a DRL server. It was DJ Karen. Cranked all the beats. He had the crazy DJ party pack mod that he added specifically for me, so I had all these like big old fucking sound bars and laser systems and everything, and it was all vinyls. So instead of tapes, it was like vinyl records that I had, just all these crazy racks and everything. It was fun. Deadfall, I haven't even experienced Deadfall, to be 100% honest. I just got so tired of... I want to disrupt the third one. I've got to go through and clean up all my mods and stuff like that. I have... fucking noises. I don't know, probably 150 gigs of just mods and stuff like that from, you know, all the servers and all the other mods that I should just fucking nuke it all, stick to the Doug mod for now, and then slowly inch my way into other ones that I still enjoy hopping on every now and then. But skipping out, we were also talking earlier about potentially venturing out and go play some other games. So he did say he's never played Rust. I was like, I could teach you how to play that, and then you'll fucking hate your life for it, but it's not a bad switch up. It's just goofy. But we kind of want to get some other stuff, especially with B&E. A little host reunion kind of thing. Go play something like Peak or something like that wouldn't be too bad. Thought I had... Oh, the burlap's outside. That's what I was thinking. God damn it, dude. I fucking hate the flag and the sound of it. I literally thought someone was just running up. Oh, they are. How's it going? As soon as I said, how's it going, they fucking take off running. I think that's grounds for shooting, right? I had a cool angle. Oh, there it is. Pretty cool angle out of that the other day. Interesting. Didn't see anything. Ran up, ran off. Either I just scared a fucking crackhead, or we're gonna get raided tonight. Tours. I don't think we are. We should actually all do that. Sick, are you talking for any game, or are we talking like a little Rust run? Because I'm down to clown, as Worm would say. Definitely need a break. Start littering. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, yeah, yeah. Definitely see what we have in common. Oops. Oh god. Damn, I got a cannon on me. Someone draft me. Oh shit. Brother. That thing's fucking broken. Too high there. Oh, that doesn't ruin it. Are you serious? Alright, I'm sorry. This is too much fun. How? I'm looking with my elbow at everything. Okay. Mm, want to do this. Go. Oh, dude, 100%. Like, you want to live in the fucking woods kind of thing? Snares, they're quiet for the most part, minus when they fucking catch something. But they, pretty solid. Oh, yeah. You can leave them, like, it's like having, like, a stash location. You just have a fucking, a location of all your snares. Set them up around, like, random trails and stuff like that, so it's easy to kind of do a little run. Exactly. Shit. this is where I potentially die. Dude, like, why can't you make like a little, like the little messenger bags out of a fox pelt, right? If you could just take a fox pelt and put a little satchel kind of thing rather than a backpack, like, it'd be fucking sick. So many fucking armbands. Oh, dude, dude, a fur fanny pack would go hard. There, we got some metal. Alright, let's see. Really want to know who the fuck just ran up. Check out my birthday present to Apache Tours. Yeah, see, I love the idea of what they did with the... Oh, I don't have assault boots anymore. But the assault boots being able to put a derringer in them. But it's so fucking broken that the derringer sits out here on the side of your leg. So it's not even fucking hidden. It's like I wish they would have just perfected to where there would be no image of the derringer whatsoever. It would just be there. Instead, you've got the derringer sitting like right here, and then like right here, there's like two random bullets floating in the air. Fucking stupid. Um, don't have a hatchet on me, but I have a knife. Stocked with kindling. No kindling. Let's get some wood. Oh, I definitely agree. Like, the assault boots for sure. 100%. Just fucking loud as fuck. A convenience factor for holding your knife kind of thing if you don't have a sheath. But it's like, I don't understand why they couldn't do like a... where you could add a rope to the belt and say, wear it around your neck, wear it around your hip, your leg, whatever. Just tie your knife to you. Yeah, no, chucks are fire. Like, if it wasn't for the fact exactly that they just wear out so fast, I'd be all about them. I've contemplated, like, the one time when we had, I think it was like 16 fucking, I guess turn my screen back on. like leather kits around the base. I contemplated switching to some chucks for a little bit. Let my dogs breathe. But yeah, I think I'm wearing jungles right now. No, I am wearing hunters. I'll have a good pair of them. Oh, well, yeah. I'm a hoarder, dude. Like, I hate wearing a stab vest just for the reason that I could wear a normal vest and just fucking fill more pockets worth of shit. I'm like a fucking chipmunk. Uh, but yeah. And so if I want to carry a spare knife, which damn, I actually don't have an extra knife on me. Normally I do. Oh, dude, a pair of Doc Martens would go hard. One of the funniest fucking mods in one of the crazy servers I had, they had the old school Osiris shoes, the ones that were just like way too fucking big for your feet, all big and puffy. It was a vibe. I fucked with it. I was like, hell yeah. And they had like Yeezys and slides and this, that, the other, but it was fucking hilarious. Alright, so let's grab some quick firewood. Oops. Oh, jeez. I think I'll hit my DPI button. Dude, Doc Martens don't fucking die. It's between that and then, like, I'm a firm believer, like, especially for when it comes to, um, what? There we go. What's the other one? Oh, Romeos. Like, I've had a pair of Romeos just as, like, fucking cow kicker, like, slip-on shoes. I've probably had them for at least a decade. Sure, they look ugly and everything, but it's like they don't have tread on the bottom. They're already slicks as it is. So you just keep wearing the slick to slick. So it's not like a grippy shoe becomes slick. So I'm a fan of them as well. That's the other, yeah, that's the other big one that I do like about Romeo. Like, Docs are known for just being fucking the short guy's dream boot. So it's like, sure, they're cool and all, but a good Romeo goes a long way. I'll say that, but to me, it's always just difficult finding like the proper boot that fits you. If it goes for fashion or comfort or whatever it is. But you know my line of work. I will always preach the best footwear whatsoever. shit. The 1460 Newton leather DM's light boots. It's no longer. Oh god. I'll have to look up the lights as I'm not 100% familiar with them. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. They do make some other ones that aren't bad, that I found at like, I normally go to like Dick's Sporting Goods, which I know you guys have them down there, but they've had a couple decent ones, but then the flip of it, they've also just, the standard Doc Martin, I'm like, dude, why do you need a 2-inch fucking heel on a guy's boot? Like, it makes no fucking sense. But the one thing I do give Doc is like the leather and stuff that they do use when it comes to like the support and stuff like that you get in like your arch and all that, like it's pretty on point. There it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to look at the model, see if maybe those are similar to some of the ones I've had in the past. Dude, thrifting, you can get so fucking lucky and get so fucking fucked over at the same time. Like, I refuse to try anything on from a thrift store, right? Because I'd rather wash it first. But it's like, you go to buy a medium, and their medium tag on there, it's like a fucking extra small or like a triple extra large kind of thing. So you always have to like double check, which I normally do, but that goes for anything. Like, I've bought a pair of pants that were, you know, my size, but they weren't truly my fucking size. So I was like, oh, interesting. But yeah, the same with the shoes. Like, if you let someone fucking wear those things out just a little bit, where it's not too crazy, like, you can come up on someone that already did the dirty work, that the reason they got rid of them was because their fucking feet hurt. Aw, dude, I fucking love interactions like that. Like, yeah, man, it's really open. No one would, like, see this, because I kind of want it for myself, blah, blah, blah. You hurt his feelings. I love it. I hear you, brother. Um, these couple. Yeah, I think it's like me. My whole day got fucking ruined, right? I was told that I'd have a meeting. Actually, let me double check here. All right. Yeah, it is just you and I here. So I was supposed to have that meeting with FL. I just didn't want to stream it. That never happened. I've just sat around here for hours waiting. Thinking it might be a little bit late. Never happened. So. But I do have a lot of backpack stuff. I haven't shown my screen what I'm doing, but I'm playing Tetris with fucking things. Dude, breaking in new shoes is the fucking worst. Absolute fucking worst. Especially when it's like your forced one that you have to wear like at work. Like, it's miserable. I've always been a firm believer of like hiking in new shoes to break them in. But it's gonna be the worst hike of your life. Like, they need to figure out an AI fucking foot doctor that just breaks them in. Like, God bless the little ones that can like read your feet and everything like that. Yeah, let's. I've got a bag, as you saw, I brought home. Remember the one I took from the ground? I can kind of kit that up a little bit to just spread it in case someone needs something. So yeah, if you want to do that, I will go ahead and just end the stream. See, I've tried like hot rocks and stuff like that, like where you heat up some like rocks and put them in there, and like not like rocks, but the rice and other things like that that you put in there and try to get it to form. But I always want it to form fucking naturally. You fuck up like terraforming something once, and it's just gonna absolutely kill your feet twice as bad. My drip isn't too bad. I'm not mad at it. Wish I had tan boots. But like realistically, the brown color, I found the pants, the cargo pants that matched that brown. But if I could find the black utility or tactical jacket that matched that, I'd be fucking... Ugh. Don't even want to say it out loud. Oh, dude. I can't even touch Discord without fucking... Nitro! Like, no. Um, let's see here. I think that's pretty much the end, right? This was fucking a waste of people's time to come watch. It was more of a Q&A kind of thing is what I feel like, but I'm just getting into it. I've been playing with settings this whole time, so I'm hoping that my audio is coming out good, not too terrible. Shut up over there. Overlays and stuff like that are going to be worked on over the next couple weeks. It's going to take a little time for me to record some custom tracks with my brother versus the graphics and everything like that. But I think I could make a little thing of this just as a hobby, right? To let people know that the host isn't dead, beer's not dead. But I think for those interested in the story, which, last night a lot of people seemed interested. So we'll just kind of keep that going for the time being. Anyone that happens to like rewatch this or something like that, the reason why Night Crew was a thing is because my schedule. So tomorrow I have to go to actual work. So it'll be late night stuff. So for the next 4 days, it'll be late night if I pop on, depending on what we're doing, what happens, until Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I can do some pretty long ones, so I'll figure out a schedule. I don't want to make it a full-time hobby of just doing it every time I wake up, until I go to sleep kind of thing. But yeah. So I think with that, Denon, hope to see you soon. But I think we'll call it, right? It was very uneventful. Unfortunately, I had false promises made to me, but we'll get through it. Other than that, just thank you for everyone that came by, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, appreciate it. Other than that, like, I think that's it. So once again, thank you everyone. Tomorrow, maybe I stream tomorrow. If I can get home early enough, I'll put up a decent stream. I got some ideas of things that I want to do, things that I want to uncover, people I want to talk to. So we'll shoot for tomorrow. Other than that, you guys have a blessed night. Take care. See you soon.